right, let's talk about Alex Rodriguez. He cracked number 650 in his steroid-laden career. But ESPN went out and talked to 35 or 36 Major League pitchers anonymously. And they said, did you support what Ryan Dempster did, hitting him, and would you do the same? How many of the 36 guys said that they would also have hit A-Rod?
I'll say half.
I'll say more than half. I would say 25.
Whether they say it and whether they do it are two different questions. I bet you probably more than half would say it, but I don't think they would do it.
Okay, 0 said they would do it.
What?
0.
What's
And
the
they're honest.
And some of them came out and said what Dempster did, they felt was Bush League, has no place in the game.
Well, because he went after him 4 times, or because he hit him at all?
Hit him intentionally.
Doesn't that happen all the time in the game?
Yeah, but not for
that reason.
Not for being a cheater.
Not for that reason. So I guess I don't understand.
How about the little leaguers with the "I will not cheat" patches? Maybe Major League Baseball should do that.
Yeah, it says here, okay, do you want to bean Alex Rodriguez? 35 responses. No, 100%. These are current Major League pitchers.
So these are cheating pitchers, maybe. Maybe these are pitchers who use PEDs.
Now, beaning means to hit someone in the head.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
But they said just to hit.
Oh, okay.
Beaning is always an incorrect. People use it incorrect.
I would worry if people were saying, yeah, I want to hit him in the head. Totally. That'd be fun.
He said that should he be able to play during the appeal process? 83% said yes. They said they don't like it, but it's a right that they have collectively bargained, so he should be able to utilize it. Who would you rather have as a teammate, Ryan Braun or A-Rod? 42% went.
42% went with
I would say A-Rod.
A-Rod. 40.
Because he's been more up front.
42% went Ryan Braun. 29% Rodriguez, 29% neither.
I'm so confused.
I would rather have Ryan Braun on my team because he's younger and better right now. And really, isn't that what it comes down to?
Yeah, and I think A-Rod always had attitude.
I want the better player on my team. I don't care about people. I want a good player.
But is that what they're thinking? Are they talking about good player or good person?
Here's the quote.
I'm going home.
Here's the quote. What Ryan Dempster did was just Bush League baseball, said one veteran star pitcher. Hitting a guy is part of the game, but when the situation calls for it. That situation didn't call for it. When you're throwing 90-mile-per-hour fastballs at people, you need to take caution with that kind of responsibility.
No, I can understand players saying that. They know what it's about to get hit by a baseball and how much it can hurt and the damage that it can do. And there are those unwritten rules in the league that, you know, when it's the right time to hit someone, you do. But I guess what they feel like is that this appeals process doesn't mean it's the right time to hit the guy.
But think about, you know, the implications. I mean, this guy was the, you know, he's just the latest in the line of the monster mega star who turns out to be phony, you know, and yet baseball fans just let that roll right off of him. I wrote a column about this a while when it came out, the A-Rod story. Where did we forget that we haven't taken Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds out of the record book? Right. Those are phony records, and baseball is all about records, more so than any other sport. You know, as long as you have phony records, your game is really tainted.
That's why people care if a baseball player uses steroids, because of the records. But if you found out Jamarcus Webb became an all-pro left tackle this year, and he was protecting Cutler, gave up 0 sacks, and then found out he'd been on Diana Ball, you'd be like, I don't care.
No.
Good.
Oh, yeah, I'd say I don't care. I'd say, what took you so long?
Yeah,
You could have helped us out 4 years ago.
It's a different mentality.
And two, with scrapping the records or putting the asterisk down, all that kind of stuff, if players had PEDs available in the 60s and the 50s and any time before, they'd be using just as much as they are now.
I heard Bob Gibson. I was driving one night late doing a basketball game in the middle of winter. I'm on the satellite radio, and I hear an interview with Bob Gibson, and the questioner said, if I told you had a 1.12 ERA for a season, if I said to you I have a steroid you could take at that time, he said, I wish I could tell you I wouldn't have. He said, but I was so competitive, I would have probably taken it.
Yeah, but that's exactly the same.
Would he have thrown an A-Rod?
The point, though. The point, though, is
great question.
The point, though, is if they're doing it, then they're cheating the guys they're playing against and forcing them to do it. And there is a health issue here as well as a phony factor. And you know, it just I find it just abhorrent. I can't really respect the whole baseball deal until they really acknowledge what's gone on. And fans don't really care, so I don't expect it to happen, but I can't whitewash it.
All right. Bears could have rookies on 40% of their offensive line